This is life, people. You got air coming through your nose. You got heartbeat. That means it's time to do something. It's time to get our learn on. And we got a lot to learn, too.
Imagine a classroom that spotlights students and teaches them to solve problems and work as a team. A classroom that has high expectations for kids, respects their opinions, and mirrors the real world of work. It is an environment, not a new curriculum. Instructors become coaches and facilitators and create workplace environments based on their expertise and experience in industry. The approach enables instructors to merge the teaching of academic content with workforce skills, ultimately mentoring students to make connections between their education and business processes. Simulated Workplace fills a gap. West Virginia employers have been loud and clear about their workforce needs. They need workers with skills, workers who are drug-free, show up on time, and know how to communicate, think, and solve problems.
Life's a school, and you gotta show up. You can't just sleep in. You can't be late. And you can't just hang out in the bathroom. That's gross. It's like what Whitman said, YOLO. Except he didn't say that, but you would know that if you would read a book, people. Seriously, read a book. Any book except...
Simulated Workplace classrooms strive to give students a voice. Fact 4. Business and industry involvement are integral to simulated workplace classrooms. West Virginia has made students' voice the key driver in changing classrooms.
When I first entered Simulated Workplace, I was very shy, and my instructor put me into a leadership position. I was the creative director of our graphic design class, and that required me to speak to visitors and give tours and pretty much understand the ins and outs of Simulated Workplace. And now you see I'm talking in front of, I think he said, 750 people.
But if we want students to be creative, self-directed learners, we need to move beyond student engagement and into empowerment. The empowered classroom is a shift from giving choices to inspiring possibilities. It's a shift from making the subject interesting into tapping into the student interest. When you go from saying, you must learn this, to asking, what do you want to learn? It's an iterative process full of mistakes that ultimately lead to success. It's a shift from the teacher asking all the questions to the students asking their own questions, where they chase the inquiry process and take learning off-road, so that students own the process. They can set their own pace, choose their own formats, and decide what resources they want to use to accomplish their goals. It's a shift in mindset from compliance to self-direction. In other words, it's a shift towards student ownership. And when that happens, our students become the creative, critical thinkers who change the world.
The flood that happened in June was probably the worst disaster that has hit West Virginia.
Well, the day of the flood, I actually took off and went driving around to go look at the floodwaters. And whenever I went down through Richwood, it was just devastating. I come through and crossed Curtin Bridge while the water was just fixing to come over the bridge. I was one of the few people that crossed right before they shut the bridge down.
Hundreds of people lost their homes. Just total devastation.
Wouldn't it be cool if we could build some tiny homes? Well, that just took off. It just had an overarching effect on student learning.
I learned team ethic, I learned a lot actually.
I definitely think the kids worked harder and put a lot more hours in because it did hit close to home. It was just a combination of all the schools that participated. We all met in Charleston and the governor was there and several delegates, and all the kids got a tour each home.
It's absolutely stunning. The craftsmanship is top notch. I'm familiar with what the time frame was, and knowing that, it's even more inspiring what these students have done.
There are people that are hurting, and you have the opportunity to help.
You know, a lot.
What will be your Space Jam? What will you create will make the world awesome? The homework is this. What do you want to teach the world? Do it. Let's make some history together.